No matter how you cut it, they overachieved. I don't think any of us had them in the playoffs. We were hoping for a puncher's chance.
I mean, no. Let's talk about some basketball that's actually happening right now. Valkyries finished off the regular season. Unfortunately, with two losses, they lose the regular season finale at Minnesota Lynx on Thursday. That was a blowout loss. They also lost a 1-point game against Seattle on Tuesday. And that loss actually got Seattle into the playoffs. But because they lost those last two games, that actually dropped the Valkyries down to the 8th seed. That meant that they're playing the top seeded Minnesota Lynx. And then on Sunday, game 1, they started off well. That game was they come out first quarter, they're firing shots. They're they start off 5 for 8 from 3, and they're up 28-21. And then the second quarter happens, they're down 7 at the half. And then the third quarter happens, they're down 21 points. And then by the time the game is over, they've lost the game 101-72. Just not enough firepower. Minnesota is just too good. They entered this season on a mission, and it's looking more and more like this might just be a cameo appearance. Unfortunately, hopefully they can turn it around, get some SAP Center magic a little bit. Hopefully they're playing on Wednesday at SAP Center instead of Chase Center due to some unfortunate scheduling. Due to some stupid freaking men's tennis tournament at Chase Center that was put on the books before the Valkyries were a team with a schedule, unfortunately. So that game is going to be.
Hey, I rented the Chase Center with my friends a long time ago. So
go screw yourself. No, so
if you're not doing this,
they're going to be at SAP Center.
If you're doing this, we can see Sam has a pickleball tournament at Chase Center.
Yeah.
It's for my birthday.
No, so they're gonna so that game is going to be Wednesday at 7 p.m. If they're able to pull this off, game 3 is going to be the tie-breaking game. These are best of 3 in the first round. That'll be Friday. That game will be at 5, I think, 5:30. And that'll be back in Minnesota if necessary. The rest of the league, the only visiting team that to get a W was the New York Liberty. They are playing at Phoenix. That's the 4-5 matchup. They get the win in overtime, but they lost Brianna Stewart. They're kind of checking on her. Hopefully she's not too hurt. She's kind of important if the New York Liberty are going to defend their title. We'll see how that shakes out. The Las Vegas Aces continue their winning ways. They get a huge win over Seattle. And then the Atlanta Dream get the win over Indiana, 80-68. Though all of those games took place on Sunday. So from here on out, Tuesday, you're going to have the Indiana and Atlanta series and the Seattle Las Vegas series. And then on Wednesday, that's obviously we have the Valkyries hosting Minnesota, but then also the New York Liberty and the Phoenix series continuing as well. And then it'll alternate from there. And then the second round series, if hopefully, if the Valkyries can pull off the major upset of all upsets to ever happen, they would take on the winner of that New York Liberty Phoenix series. Obviously I'm not expecting that to happen. Minnesota is just entirely too good.
They're really good.
They're really, really good. Just to give you a little bit of the stat line, Nafisa Collier it had 20 points in only 26 minutes. She shot 7 of 11, and just was untouchable basically. Veronica Burton played 34 minutes, and they basically turned her into a volume shooter. She was 3 of 9 from deep. She hit all 5 of her free throws though. So they just basically, she was the only one that was able just volume shoot a bit. Ceci Zandalazini also had 14 points, but was, it was kind of a rough game overall. On the bench, Kate Martin had 11 points as well. But yeah, it was kind of a rough game. Just every stat line you look down.
It's kind of what we thought it was going to be, though. I mean,
I kind of went and expected.
Right?
I was hoping that they wouldn't fall to the 8th seed because I was afraid that something like this would happen. If the Valkyries were going to have a realistic chance at pulling an upset, I kind of lightweight had the Atlanta Dream circled, or if they could have fought their way all the way up to the 5 seed. I didn't really see that being realistic, but if a miracle could have happened and they could have fought their way up to the 5 seed, I was like, okay, maybe they could have made something happen against Phoenix. But if they could have got up to the 6th seed or held the 6th seed and played Atlanta, maybe that could have been a more of a realistic shot at an upset there. Las Vegas Aces, they figured it out. I knew they would. I talked about it a few weeks ago. That it was just a matter of time before they figured it out, and they did. God damn it,
Yeah.
I think they only lost one game in the final 17 or 18 games of the entire season. So they were at 500 with the Valkyries right around the All-Star break, and they vaulted all the way up to the 2 seed. They got it sorted out. So I take it back. They didn't lose a game. They won 16 straight. I take it back. I just looked it up. It's going to be a little rough, but there was a lot of good stuff that happened too as well. Veronica Burton was officially named the Kia Most Improved Player by the WNBA.
Oh,
she's also the Associated Press Most Improved Player. The Associated Press named their Coach of the Year. That was Natalie Nakasi, the coach of the Valkyries, and Janelle Salaün made the All Rookie team for the Associated Press. So, those are all great things as well. It's an impressive year overall by the Valkyries. I had a lot of fun watching this season, and I look forward to if it ends this week, so be it. If it doesn't end this week, even better. We get to keep talking about it more and more. But this has been a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I got to take this journey, and I learning more about it. And we get to keep watching it and see a lot more happen, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, no matter
seeing where it goes from here.
No matter how you cut it, they overachieved. I don't think any of us had them in the playoffs. We were hoping for a puncher's chance.
I mean, no. Yeah. I mean, making the playoffs would have been at the start of the season. Nobody plans on expansion teams making the playoffs.
Yeah.
What the Golden Knights did in the NHL, that's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, well, that was also a robbery. That was
never
going to happen again.
Nobody ever expects that. So this is kind of a new standard being set. They were able to come together. You pick the 6th or 7th best player from every team, and you were able to put together a team that was fighting for the 6th or 7th seed for the entire year. This is, they were able to hold their own. And if the season were maybe 3 or 4 more games longer, which is probably what's going to happen when you add 2 more teams next year, I don't know if you
mentioned it, Vince, but you also, they lost Kayla Thornton.
Yeah, they lost their all-star. Yeah,
I mean, she was probably going to win Most Improved Player until she got hurt.
And then Veronica Burton really stepped up and took took over too. Yeah, so this is huge. Just players stepping up. That's just kind of been the mantle. Next player up, right? That's something that a lot of players talk about, right? But rarely do you ever get to see players be about it, it's been a pleasure to watch this firsthand.
Well, I will say, the Valkyries coming here, it's been welcoming, and I appreciate all the new fans that are getting into the WNBA and of all walks of life here. So, shout out to anyone wanting to be a Valkyrie fan and at any level, any capacity. And, we always welcome you guys just as much as the Valkyrie team was welcomes us as fans for them. So I'm excited to be a part of this history run that they've done in the WNBA, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen down the road for them as well too. So
yeah.
On that note, I do want to talk about inspiring up and comings. What's going to be, unless you got something else for the WNBA?
No. Just go Valks. Just really excited. They even debuted the mascot this year that mascot debut was perfect.